I told you I'm here to get it, cause baby, I'm in my prime. So if you want it, come with it, nobody dimming my shine. Been a long time, homie, since I first got down. Still on top of my game, forever play to the crowd. When I'm in front of a mic and I'm in the spotlight, the gridiron, man, we taking y'all on a flight. Always coming for the hardcore, this is what I work for. Got them feeling for some more, they yelling encore. Verbally, I'm bringing heat to the streets. The flames spit on my squad, nothing but winners, and you'll never see a quitter. Cause adversity is part of the plan. Just as sure as you go, always bob your head to the jam. So turn your volume up, you can see me up on your screen. Kicking knowledge like you need it, y'all some football fiends. Bringing heat at 100, we the realest around. Welcome to the gridiron, baby, it's going down now. Like the music busting and amps. When I hit the end zone, fans are rocking the stands. Cause I'm an all-be known until the break of the dawn. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the film. It's the battle hymn, homie, gonna bang in your ear. And when they hear it, they gon' know the Kings is here. All-be known until the break of the dawn. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the film. I'm here to get mine, never gonna dwell on the past. Always moving forward, I won't take my foot off the gas. And I'm ready for the battle and whatever may come. I fight from up in the saddle, go and beat that war drum. If you want some, get some, wicked about to get dumb. Got the crowd getting loud, everybody heads sprung. Hitting hard and coming stronger like a buck from a cage. Like Micah, I'm a lion busting out of my cage. Cause y'all ain't holding me now, I'll break your bury you down. Go and check your books, cause there ain't no play to be found. They can counter what I'm bringing, you ain't figure me out. Hitting suckers from their gut to their chest and their mouth. And now we steady climbing up to the top. You trying to get on our level, they watch your ass get dropped. Yo, it's your boy on the track, the OG double G. I'm rolling with the heavy hitter, yeah, that's Jersey the King. Let's get it.
Yeah, that's right. Your boy's back. And I've hijacked this damn show. That's why you only see me. No, I'm just kidding, man. I just got to let y'all know I am back. I'm ready to roll, man. I'm ready to roll with my dog. Yeah, y'all already understand. This is the Gridiron Show. I am your boy, OG Double G. I got Jersey the King, man. He's chilling backstage right now. Just sipping, chilling, up in VIP. We ready to rock with you guys, though, man. Y'all ready to get it on? Let's get it popping, baby. It's about that time. It's about that time, man. So, Jersey, where you at? I don't know what.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Gridiron. I am your co-host, Jersey the King, Kevin Jersey the King Wumble, and he is Gabriel OG Double G Garcia. What's going on, my brother? You're back.
I am
He's
back.
back.
All right, Hit. All right, Hit. Dad went out for smokes a long time ago, and now he's back for a little while till it's time to go get more smoke.
Back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. The OG Double G himself is back. And I don't know what else to say, man.
I am back, baby. It is good. It feels good to be back on the gridiron, man. Saturday morning.
Don't it?
Back talking some football with my boy Jersey the King. Oh, it's good, baby. It's good. Life is good. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Good things, baby. Good things.
Welcome to the Gridiron, brought to you live by Fuel Sports Network.
The dynamic duo is back.
We are broadcasting live.
Batman and Robin ain't got
from
nothing
the
on this.
Fuel West Coast Studios and the Gridiron Studios the Gridiron Nation Studios in Las Cruces, New Mexico. You already know.
The lovely desert of Southwest, know what I'm saying? Las Cruces, New Mexico. Yes, my boy out in Vegas. Yeah, man. We're doing our thing.
Southwest desert's taking over, you know.
Yes,
this is West Coast Saturday right here live on Fuel Sports Network. And if you haven't already, download Fuel Sports Network on your Roku and Amazon TV and devices. Yes, both Roku TV and Amazon TV. Roku Stick and Amazon Fire Stick, and soon we will be available everywhere. The storm is coming. It is, baby. And we are ready for it. So we hope you guys are too. We are brought to you by McDougal Bats, True Victory Apparel, Just Meat Jerky, as well as W Energy Powder. And again, you are with the two hottest guys on Sports Talk TV, JTK and OG Double G. It's going down. So we're going to get into it, man. We're going to get into it. The UFL is in the last week. Hit, what's going on, my brother? How you feeling tonight? What's going on, everybody in the chat, watching on social media platforms or watching on your TV, but also, watching on social media platforms in the chat, showing Fuel that love. Now, as I said, we're in the final week of the regular season. Gabe, it's already week 10, bro.
It's crazy, right? This UFL season just flew, bro. This thing just flew. Man, it's crazy, bro. Like, it just seemed like just a few weeks ago we were like crunching to get ready for, for the week 1 game, man, and making our picks and all this stuff. And now here we are. And how things change, bro. How things change. Hey, first of all, Jersey, I gotta apologize to you, bro. I am sorry, bro. Like, it's like you got adopted this year by like a family that they had a good job, and then all of a sudden they lost everything, bro. Everything. And now they're poverty stricken, bro, at the bottom. And we still took you in, bro. We still took you in.
And I still rode with the squad.
Base, man. Yes, you did, bro. Hey, you know what, though, man? I got to be real. Like, if I'm looking at the Renegades, dude, like,
what's going on, champ?
Depending on what goes on in the offseason, I think everything's got to be defensive. I still feel good about next year. You know what I mean? I feel good. Now, it's going to be weird, though, bro, because the UFL, we just recently found out that it's official that all the contracts end at the end of June. For the players, the coaches, and it's kind of weird to me, man. Like, I mean, I guess it was because, they got to see how the season was going to go. They weren't guaranteed a second season. We're getting the vibe now that the way all the news coming out, like, we're going to get one. Like me and you were talking about before we came on. But, I mean, how do you think this is going to be an issue, man? Like, are we going to see a lot of big name players swapping teams because of this? Or do you think, I don't know how their format is. We haven't been informed of anything, but I would assume, and you give me your thoughts on this. I would assume that for most of these players, that the teams are going to have a window first to get everybody that they want to keep around locked in on their squads, man.
I think it might be an opportunity. Sorry, I'm sharing right now. I'm sharing the show. I think it might be an opportunity for us to see possibly a little bit bigger contracts for players.
I hope so.
You know what I mean? Because maybe they feel like, this season may have been a success. Financially, we'll have to see in the offseason. We'll have to see. But I don't know. We got a lot to talk about with it. You know what I mean? And that's going to bring us to one of our points later on in our our discussion. Before we really get into,
but to my point, thank you for riding with the team all year, bro. That's
I'm a real one, man. I'm a real one.
Yeah,
I'm a real one. Make sure you guys go and follow the show. Follow the Gridiron socials. I hope I like that graphic right there. I've been doing my Thug TV. On X, it's The Gridiron Show, I believe now. On Facebook, it is The Gridiron Show. On YouTube, it is The Gridiron Show. On Instagram, it's The Gridiron Show. On TikTok, The Gridiron Show. Wow, you see how I spelled show twice? It's not show twice on IG, y'all. My bad. Gotta fix that. TikTok, The Gridiron Show. Spotify, at The Gridiron. Make sure you guys go and follow the show. Now, like we said, it's week 10, final week of the season. A lot of these games don't matter. None of these games matter. Tell you like that. And the reason why we say that is because all they're playing for is home field advantage. And it's really just St. Louis and San Antonio playing for home field advantage because Michigan can't really get home field advantage. They would have to be, they'll be playing for a neutral site for the simple fact that there's an event going on during conference championship weekend at Ford Field So they won't be able to host a game if they were to win tomorrow and get home field advantage. So with that, let's jump into the scores from last week real quick. Here's the slate from last week or the scores from last week and the slate for this week. Now, as you see in the first game, the Renegades got another dub.
I love it. Finally
Yeah.
beat the Battlehawks, bro. I get it. It wasn't with AJ, but I don't care. I don't care. They still at the top. Hey,
Doesn't matter.
You know, Battlehawks still came in this week, even after getting lit up. They still have the top pass defense in the league. They went in against the Renegades were going up against the top pass defense in the league. And I mean, Luis Pettis still, he lit them up, man. So it was a good win for the Renegades, bro, especially for the defense. I mean, I felt that this was a good win for the defense. You know what I'm saying? So what is up, Primo?
Yes, it definitely was. It definitely was. It definitely was a huge win for the defense.
But I'll tell you which defense got a bigger win, man.
I think they've been hearing us.
What's that?
I think they've been hearing us.
Yeah.
I think they started watching the show.
Right.
or Hellraiser's podcast show as well, live on Fuel Sports Network. Friday mornings now.
Yes.
At noon Eastern. Loving it.
Getting a lot of watches on that, man. It's dope.
Yeah. Told you, man. Told you, Fuel loves
you.
Hey,
and next year, y'all,
Fuel loves you, baby.
Just a heads up, next year, I might be switching my day of the show. It depends. We'll see. We still got a long way from now to then. It's just the only reason being that it's hard. Like by the time Friday comes, it could be the day before the game, man. And people are like, man, we're ready to hear your reaction like days ago. So I might push it up early in the week. But yeah, Fuel Network, baby. They've been showing your boy some love this year, man. And I'm gonna show some love.
Fuel loves you, baby.
We're gonna show some love to Fuel on next week's episode, y'all. Believe that, all right? So
Fuel loves you, baby.
It's about time.
Just know that, man. But as you see these matchups, Michigan, Birmingham, San Antonio at St. Louis, Arlington at DC, Houston at Memphis. And like I said, the game that really matters is San Antonio and St. Louis again.
Well, how about San Antonio's defense last week, bro? We were talking about Arlington's defense. How about San Antonio's defense? And McFarland, since he got back, bro. Since he got back, I got to give that dude his props. And and San Antonio Brahmas
from last week.
The Brahmas team, bro. I got to give my props to the Brahmas, and I got to eat my crow because I didn't pick them to win this game. I thought Birmingham was going to get it done.
Was going to show up.
Yeah, man.
I thought Birmingham was going to show up too, but I gave San Antonio some love with Chase coming back. That was my guy. Him and AM were my guys going into the season.
They still have to show though that they can not just beat the Battlehawks, but beat them with AJ McCarron. They have the opportunity to do that.
Right.
Today, not going to be easy because we both know what AJ is about.
Here's the thing, OG. I said this a couple weeks ago that Manny brings a different dynamic, and it's the mobility. He has more mobility than any other quarterback in that quarterback room.
Absolutely.
And even AJ McCarron, we know this. The thing is his ball placement and his timing on his throws is what causes him to make bad decisions sometimes. But here's the thing with Manny. If you get his arm where it needs to be, take Archie Manning camp. If you get his arm where it needs to be, his timing, his accuracy, his placement, the whole nine, and you add that mobility, it's a different dynamic. He could actually make the team better at that quarterback position than what AJ's able to do. But I'm just saying it would take a lot, and it would take for AJ to retire.
Oh yeah, and not only that, bro. Like nobody. It would have been if anybody out there was expecting him to be completely in sync with these receivers and this offense, coming in, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, then you're being illogical if you do, y'all, because there's a reason that guys like AJ and them, they come in, they work a whole off season, they work week to week with these receivers, man, and so the chemistry is there. And when you've got an injury at quarterback and you got to bring in a quarterback that whose game is steered in a totally different direction, well, that kind of chemistry is going to take time to develop. They could do it in the offseason. We'll see. I don't know. A lot of things may change this year, but yeah, you're right, bro. It would take AJ just not being there for a long period of time. And that's not the situation now. Now, Manny went 1-1, bro, in his 2 starts.
Yeah.
If you're being real, you can't ask for anything better than that. You know what I mean?
Except for his touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah.
You could have asked for something better.
And I mean, again, that comes with timing, with everything like that. You know, he doesn't have the control of the offense that AJ does. He doesn't have enough of the experience on the field with this offense in terms of reading the defenses and stuff like that, the pre-snap IQ. And I feel like, okay, you went 1-1. This was a pretty good scenario for them to be in. You know what I mean? Because he could have been 0-2. Let's be real. He could have been 0-2. So
I know, right?
Yeah.
Bro, my dog. It's back.
You'll be all right. You're going to be all right, Jersey.
My bad. Wrong way. My
bad. Yeah, man. Emotions got me sitting all hung up in here, man.
He's back. He's back. Yeah, he's back. Well, we're going to jump into a quick commercial break, guys. When we come back, of course, we're going to get into some more UFL news because there's not a lot of NFL news. There's no college news to really get into. We all know the game's dropping in July. So until we get some actual, college news to talk about, I mean, there has been some money floating around and settlements or some weird stuff going on. You guys know I don't be getting into all the politics of sports. We talk about the action on the field and then certain news, because we got some funny stuff to talk about later on in the show. Oh my gosh. Just wait on it, y'all. We are going to jump into a quick commercial break. And when we come back, like I said, we're going to get into some more UFL news right here on Fuel Sports Network on the Gridiron, baby. Go download Fuel Sports Network if you haven't already. You already know.
Go share the stream. Share the stream right now.
Yes, sir. Share it while we on this commercial break. Share. See you in 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
We are back. Welcome back to the Gridiron Live with Kevin Jersey, the King Womble, and Gabriel OG Double G Garcia. And before we went to the break, we were talking about week 10, or actually we were recapping week 9 of the UFL. And speaking of games going into this week, now the Sunday games, we had DC go into Memphis and put a hurting on them boys, 36-21, and then of course we had a close one in Houston. Now, what were your thoughts on the DC game? How did you feel DC and Memphis played, on both sides of the ball, in your opinion, brother?
I'm still at this point with Memphis that, I mean, either side of the ball, they're just not. They have not been all year what they should be. Week to week, they're not being what they should be. I could see a change at coach coming. I mean, when you have the roster they have, even this far into the season, I picked them in this game, bro, because I thought, you know what, there's got to be a point where these dudes play with some pride and you go out there and you get it done, man. And
yeah,
I ain't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I don't even put it on DeFilippo. I put it more on the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator.
But see, the reason I'm talking about
they've been calling.
Yeah. And the reason I put on DeFilippo, because when they started the season with that roster, bro, at some point by week 4, you should have gotten it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should have been with a 500 record at least, or a winning record. You know what I mean? With that with what we've seen on paper, with that roster and what we've seen on paper, come on, you got the ball, you got the human bowling ball.
Yes,
you got the human bowling ball at running back. You got Case Cookis and Troy Williams at quarterback. Come on, you got a 2-punch. You know what I mean? And then your wide receivers. Vinny Papelli, Sage Surratt. Like, come on,
man. You got the defense, man. You've got a defense. You got a lot of breakers players on that.
Quante Diggs.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, man. So now, especially on that defense, man, for them to give up 36 points to a team like DC, who DC's offense their offense is not built to put up a lot of points. They're built to wear you down. That's the same thing they were last year. We play defense. We're going to wear you down. We're going to grind you on our offensive side of the ball and not put up too many points, but we're not going to have to. Well, in this case,
right.
I mean, 36 points to DC. It's like, wow. I don't even know if I see the bad Arlington secondary giving up this many points. I better not say that, because they're going to put up 40 on us tomorrow. But you get what I'm saying, man. For DC,
definitely.
Points, it goes to show you just how bad this showboat's defense, was last week, and how bad they've been all year, to be real.
Yep.
So
definitely,
but DC is still weird to me, man, like, because you're seeing, like, some weeks they look really good, and then some weeks they just look really bad, bro. And I don't know. Yeah. They've been a weird team to me all year. Very inconsistent. I know a lot of their fan base has been very, very irritated with the fact that they don't know what to expect every week on either side of the
right. Game. It's like losing Abram Smith, Lucky Jackson, Chris Blair, like losing those 3 of those, those 3 key players was huge. You can tell the difference. Big. And not having Abram Smith this season and a running back, that's big. That's
that
big.
running game. That running game. Really
Cam Harris has been doing his thing in some games. He has been doing his thing in some games, and he's been a force on the ground in some of these games. I've watched it personally. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take nothing away from him and what he's provided for that running game. But in my opinion, I just feel that they don't have it all together with not having those pieces. And it's like they haven't found their way. Jesse said that, just to go back real quick to one of the comments in our social media section on Facebook. Jesse said, I'm a Brahmas fan, but with the injuries they have, Battlehawks may be keeping home field. I'm still thinking positive that they win, but could be close. So
let me tell you something, Jesse. Let me tell you something, Jesse.
It's raining in Birmingham too, so that's going to be interesting.
Jesse, let me tell you something, Jesse. Okay, when you have got a defense playing the way yours is, and you've got a running back like McFarland, you got an opportunity to be in the game. I get it. It's AJ McCarron in the Battlehawks, and they're on the road, which is big for me. That's big for me in this game. But
But they
I mean,
have a
when you
three-headed
got
monster.
defense travels, bro. Defense travels. When you got a defense
Yeah.
like this, they're going to keep you in the game. When you've got your running game the way it's going for San Antonio, you're going to be in the game. All you got to do, that running game
They
can
got-
keep AJ off the field, bro. They can keep him off the field.
Because you have
Make it a
three
close game.
different running backs, that can make something happen. And they've shown it. Morgan Ellingson, and I said it about Arlington giving him up. Morgan Ellingson has done his thing. Anthony McFarland has done his thing, as well as John Lovett. All three of their running backs have
Let's
been
say
effective.
McFarland is out. I did not see that on the no,
I didn't see
that on the injury report. Let me look at this, man, because I did not catch that on the
I did not
injury
see that.
report.
I mean, but even if
Oh.
Morgan Ellingson gets the load, you know.
Oh
Even
yeah,
if Morgan
yeah,
Ellington
they're
gets the
deep.
load.
They're deep at running back, bro. They are. They're deep at running back.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
it's not even going to matter. It's not even going to matter.
Here we go.
Really,
I got it
because
right
you
here.
still
I
have
got
Morgan
it right
Ellingson,
here.
and if John Lovett's coming back, you know what I mean. If John Lovett's coming back, then
Oh
what
yeah,
they really
he's
have to
right.
worry
He's
about.
right. Morgan Ellison is RB1 in this game. Wow. Okay. My guess is
Is Lovett
Rick-
too? Is Lovett too?
we're looking at no Puka Williams.
Oh,
Interesting.
there you go. He's still
Now,
he's even done.
yeah, and I
little
mean,
bit.
if I'm San Antonio, I'm like, okay, I'm good with Ellison taking the load. To be real,
Yeah.
I'm good with that with this defense. So I mean,
And
this
you
could
use
just be a
Puka
situation where
like you
San
do.
Antonio.
My bad. Go ahead.
This could be a situation where San Antonio's just saying, look, regardless of what happens this game with the home field, we want to make sure we've got our guys ready to go next week. So let's give. Whereas St. Louis side, they're playing AJ because they know how important it is for them to have the home field next week. And now and the
You know what I
UFL
mean?
wants them to have home field. Not saying that there's going to be a conspiracy and there's going to be bad calls. What I'm saying is the UFL is just
they
like
want
the
that
UFL's rooting
stadium
in for
to be
yes,
filled.
yes, for a playoff game.
They
Exactly.
want that stadium to
exactly.
ultimately be packed,
That's it.
70,000 filling the dome.
Let's
Because
go.
they can
Let's
fit
go.
70,000. If
Yeah.
it was the
You want-
Alamo
you
Dome,
won an
don't get
XFL
me wrong.
championship. Yeah.
Even if it was the Alamo Dome, they would want it filled past that 29,000 that was there last season. You know what I mean? When they had their most at 29,000 people, over 29,000 people in attendance. You know what I mean? They want to see 70K. They want to see no seat empty. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. But I think it's going to be an interesting game. Real quick, guys. Here are your current standings and points leaders. Oh, click too many times. My bad. We got your current standings and points leaders right there. After week 9, going into week 10. As you see, Battlehawks are number 1, Stallions number 2, and number 3 is the Arlington Renegades and points leader. So it's telling you there ain't nothing wrong
That offense is doing
with
this
them
thing this
scoring
year, man.
points.
Yeah.
It's the defense. What's going on, Jay? Welcome in, my brother. Welcome in. How you feeling?
What's up, Jay?
How
Hey,
you
so
feeling?
and I still feel like the Stallions, even with that loss, they're still the best team in the UFL right now, bro. They're
They
still
are.
the best team in the UFL.
They are.
Yeah.
And they still have one of the most dynamic starting quarterbacks in the UFL.
And I
Period.
was hoping that loss would humble the fans a little bit, and it ain't. it didn't humble them Birmingham Eagles fans
Because
and
they know they
Philadelphia
needed it.
Stallions.
They know
No,
they
but
needed
you know
it.
what? Yeah,
'Cause
but
I
I
think
think
they gonna
also
run all
Stallions
over-
fans,
I
to be
think they're
real, I
gonna
think
run all
Stallions
over them.
fans know what they got. They know Stallions fans know
Yeah, and
how good this
and they
team
think I
is, you know.
they gonna run all over Michigan this week just to prove a point, and then do
I
it
don't know,
again
man.
next week.
To be honest,
do it again
I am
next week,
not.
yeah.
I am not looking past that Michigan defense to keep it.
I'm not
close.
either, but I'm saying I think they're looking to try and run all over them
Okay.
and embarrass them, just to bounce
I
back from that loss.
I've liked that Michigan defense all year long, though. To be honest, man, I really have liked that defense.
I have to, because they
played
surprised
so
the hell
well.
out of us.
You know,
But
with
Mike Palka
Braylon
warned
Speaks
us.
and kind of cool, gonna be in an NFL camp this
Look.
year, y'all. He gonna be there.
Those Breland Speaks, in my opinion. Here's your offensive and defensive leaders. Rushing leader over even other running backs in the league, or over running backs in the league. Adrian Martinez, quarterback Adrian Martinez. Luis Perez has the most passing yards. Hakeem Butler with the most receiving yards. And as you see, Adrian
Hakeem
Thompson
Butler,
kinda
12
threw it
yards
too.
last week, baby. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Hakeem Butler held
Here's
to
your
12 yards
defense.
last week.
It's your special teams leaders.
I
and your
I
sack
gotta talk my
leaders.
stuff while I can, dog. I mean, come on now.
I know, bro. Talk your junk, man. Talk your mess. 950 yards for Chris Rowland in the kick return game. Amari Rogers has 235 yards in the punt return game. Most field goals, Andre Smith for the Battlehawks. Then you've got your sack leaders. Breland Speaks is now the new leader over Carlos Davis. He has 8.5. Carlos Davis with 7. Malik Fisher, though, right there. He's been a force for that DC defense.
Hey, why does
man,
Malik Fisher looks like that dude down in the neighborhood that'll work on your car for like a 6-pack? How old is that dude? How old is he?
The mechanic. Hey, yo, stop it. Here's your power rankings brought to you by RJ Young. I can fully agree with these power rankings. I like seeing Arlington right there, 5th, even with a 2-7 record. Look at that's noise. That's noise. That's noise.
Bro, hey, I gotta give you your props, my friend. I gotta give you your props, bro. You were the only one on these shows, man. All these networks of shows that we had before Adrian Martinez came in starting. You were like, man, you were beating the drum for this dude. You're like, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. And there was other I saw them on the other shows, brother. Like, nah, Jersey. You don't know what you're talking about, Jersey. Settle down.
Everybody
Jersey.
told me I was crazy.
He should not be starting, Jersey.
Everybody told me I was
and now
crazy.
look. And now look. And this takes nothing away from the Stallions team because they were still winning without him. But what he brought is a whole, like he made them so much more explosive.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
and look who's third in the power rankings now. Darius Shepard. Look, the Battlehawks got 2 players, and AJ probably still in the top 5 with Luis Perez. I promise you, I can promise you, if RJ Young were to put out a top 5,
if the Renegades defense had been even average this week, they'd be playing for a spot in the playoffs, and Luis would probably be top 2. In the MVP voting right now, but that is what it is. That's all.
Here are your week 10 clinching scenarios, y'all. Yeah, it's definitely all what if. But here's your week 10 clinching scenarios in both conferences.
What's up, B?
Will clinch. What's going on, Miss B? How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Birmingham will clinch the number 1 seed in the USFL Conference Championship game, win over Michigan, or by losing to Michigan by 21 points or fewer. What? Okay. Number 2.
21
Michigan will clinch top seed in the USFL Conference Championship game by outscoring Birmingham at least by 23 points. So they have to just outscore them by 23 points. That's crazy. XFL Conference. Oh, the tiebreaker. If Michigan wins by exactly 20 points, the outcome will be dependent on the tiebreakers. XFL Conference. San Antonio will clinch the number one seed in, or top seed, however you want to say it, in the XFL Conference Championship game with the win. St. Louis will clinch with the win. So it's as simple as that. Lastly, before we go to a commercial break and get into some other football news, the UFL announces nationwide summer and fall showcase series, which will be held starting July 12th in St. Louis, then Sunday in DC on July 14th, in Houston on July 26th, in Atlanta on July 28th, then in September on the 29th, they'll be in Orlando, and then they'll be in San Diego again, like they were last year, on October 20th. So you guys are going to be anywhere in those areas and you want to check all that out, man, definitely do so. You know what I mean? Definitely do so. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Everyone who's come in, and we appreciate you. I got you when I get an opportunity hit. I definitely will, my brother. But we're going to jump into a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to get into some IFL news, Indoor Football League, the indoor war, baby. So y'all get ready, man. We had a game last night, and boy, oh boy. So I'm going to say, boy, oh boy. So y'all sit back, y'all relax. We'll be right back right here on the Gridiron, live on Fuel Sports Network, baby. Peace.
Founded by U.S. military veterans, True Victory is a sportswear and streetwear brand dedicated to building everyday champions on and off the field. We're a cause. Our purpose is to transform lives and elevate humanity through the power and unity of sports, positive stories, and serving others. We're dedicated to the game, the grind, and the globe. But most importantly, we're dedicated to you. That's what it means to be always true.
Welcome back.
Welcome
By the
back.
way,
Welcome back to the Gridiron, live on Fuel Sports Network. We are sponsored and brought to you by W Energy Powder, which you can use save 10% to get 10% off on your order. We are also brought to you by Just Meat Jerky, and you can use the Save 10 Now code to save 10% off on your order. True Victory, a clothing apparel made by our veterans for any and everyone. Save 15 Now will get you 15% off your order. And with McDougal Bats, our newest sponsor, you can actually use the Fuel Sports Network code, all lowercase letters, Fuel Sports Network, and get, I believe, 15% off as well. So make sure you guys definitely go and utilize those codes and put your orders in for sure. Now, it's time to talk some indoor war. It's time to get into the IFL because it's week 12 and it's going down. That's all I got to say. So week 12 has started, and it actually started last night. And all I can say is at home, the Green Bay Blizzard steamrolled the Quad City Steamrollers. I believe the train got stuck in the snow in the blizzard.
You said it.
I think the train got stuck in the blizzard because there was no more steam by the end of the game. All the coal was burnt out. Something happened midway through the game to where they just couldn't get it done anymore. 64-36 was the ending score. And man, oh my goodness, when I tell you Green Bay is on a roll right now, that's 4 in a row for them. So you got to imagine how they're feeling going into next week. You know what I mean? We're basically we're in the second half of the season now, you know, and here are the rest of your matchups for the rest of the weekend. We have, and these are your games for today, Saturday, June 1st. And that's all the games. We're not having any Sunday games this week end. But we have the Rattlers going into Jacksonville, taking on the Sharks, the Arizona Rattlers. Then we have the Iowa Barnstormers going into Sioux City, taking on the Storm. We have the Massachusetts Pirates visiting the Frisco Fighters down there in Texas. And then we got the San Diego Strike Force going all the way to Tulsa, Oklahoma to take on the Oilers. We got the Northern Arizona Wranglers coming out here to Vegas, where your boy Kevin Jersey, the King Womble, will be representing Fuel and will be live at the game, covering the game for the first time. Got my media credentials with the Vegas Nighthawks. I'm blessed. And they will be taking on the Vegas Nighthawks at Lee's Family Forum tonight. And then we have Gabe's team out there in New Mexico.
God, they're horrible. They're horrible.
Duke City Gladiators looking to get their first win against.
They're bad, bro. They're
Squirrels.
bad, man. And it's a good thing that I haven't had a lot of time to keep following the team this year, and that's okay because after what just happened with Arlington this spring, right now I can only take so much. You know what I mean?
Definitely, bro. I get it.
These football gods, hey man, these football gods have declared war on me. I got to make amends
They
before
have.
the NFL season starts, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? I got to make amends because all my football teams, man, they're struggling, man. But it's
Real quick, Robert Corby Sr. in the chat says they have October 19th and December 7th showcases coming as well, I believe, in the UFL. So that was just real quick. But back to the IFL. So again, those are your matchups, but here are your current conference standings. And like I said, Green Bay is on a roll. With that win last night, they are now 8-2. They are actually number 1 in the Eastern Conference currently because Frisco hasn't played yet. Vegas is 7-1, sitting at second. Bay Area is 8-1, sitting in first. And we'll see how this weekend plays out to see if Vegas could take over that top spot. This is a conference game, so we are looking to go 6-1 in the conference. Northern Arizona is right behind us, though, with a 6-3 record and 5-3 in the conference. Massachusetts Pirates third in the East at 6-2, and Quad Cities 4-4. So they're actually 500 over there. And the San Diego Strike Force is sitting at 5-4 on the Western Conference side, and those are your top 4 teams on each side, and they're looking to vie for top playoff spots right now. So that's what we're looking at in the IFL, man. Make sure you guys tune into the IFL YouTube channel today. There's gonna be a lot of games on, as you can see, and check the Vegas Nighthawks game, boy.
Yeah, check out Vegas, y'all. And you know what? If you're new to it too, and you want to be excited, go watch Frisco, man. That team is fun to watch, bro. As
Yes,
they are. I had the unfortunate, I don't want to say pleasure because it was unfortunate that I had to watch, I watched the game with them in Duke City, and oh my God, that was horrible. I mean, it was good. It was like, if you're a Frisco fan, you were like, damn, baby.
It was like, hell yeah.
But everybody out here in New Mexico was like, oh man, all right. What else is on? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But nah, Frisco, I watched a couple of theirs, and they are an entertaining team to watch. I know Vegas out there is rolling right now. By the way, y'all, if y'all didn't catch the interview the other day, the Jersey had, y'all need to go back and watch it on the Jersey the King show, man. It was good stuff. Good stuff. Brother.
Thursday night, man. I had James Caesar Jr., the defensive back of the Vegas Nighthawks, on, and the week before that, I had Antonio Wimbush, the starting running back for the Vegas Nighthawks, on. And, I'll be having more players on the Jersey the King show from Vegas teams. I'm looking to have the coach of the Vegas Thrill Pro Volleyball team coming on the show, talking about the season, talking about off season, and talking about next season, because there's 3 new teams coming to the PBF. Wow. So I'm excited, growing, man.
That's growing
already. 3 new teams coming already. They're going to be in Indiana, Kansas City, Missouri, and in Texas, in Dallas, Texas. So there's going to be 3 new teams coming to the Pro Volleyball Federation. So, man, just make sure you guys keep up to date with the Jersey the King show. I'm actually going to be covering all the Vegas sports teams, and then Vegas sporting events like the UFC, PFL, Pro Fighters League, as well as WWE, AEW, TNA, wrestling events that happen, like pay-per-views and things like that. So make sure you guys are tuning in, and definitely go check out that interview so you can get to know it's actually his rookie season, James Caesar Jr. It's actually his rookie season this season. Go back and watch the interview. But when we come back from our last commercial break, we're going to get into some NFL news and get some fan mail going before we end the show. Because, man, we got a funny topic to talk about in the NFL. And y'all are going to cry laughing, because I did. I know I did, and Gabe did as well. So y'all sit back, y'all relax.
We'll Crazy is a real thing.
More of the gridiron.
Crazy's real.
Yes, it is. It really is, man. We'll be right back with more right here on the Gridiron, live on Fuel Sports Network, with your boys, Kevin Jones, King Womble, and Gabriel OG Double G, the Wicked One Garcia.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. You feel me?
Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Hit for my win, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my win, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Hey, welcome back.
We
to
are
the
back,
Gridiron.
baby.
Gabe, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make that commercial that way just for you because we talked about how that song just needed to play.
Yeah.
And wasn't that beautiful, y'all? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You got
so-
the groove for a second. You know what I mean? I was over here just jamming. You know what I mean? I was over here.
Man, I was
jamming
about to
groove.
start. You know, I got my lights set up in here. I'm about to start turning that on, man. You know what I
You
mean?
know, we was about
Put
to
the
get
headphones on, act like I was on the
Oh.
mic, like up in the studio, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't know all the words yet, so I can't. That's hype, bro. That's hype. That's
Hey,
hype. Make
you
you
can
want to get up in the
freestyle.
club like back in the day. You know?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But we're about to get into some NFL news, the latest and greatest from the NFL. And really, there's only two topics really to talk about, honestly. And hit with hating on my team. Sir Troll a lot. But we love you, brother. Interestingly, the Buffalo Bills signed Olympic gold medal winning wrestler Gable Stevenson to their team as a defensive tackle. Here's a little welcome.
Gold
You know, they had the red
medal.
I blew it up.
Yeah.
Gold medal wrestler, Olympic gold medal wrestler, won that thing. And now he's going to be a Buffalo Bill. And this is really the biggest news this past week in the NFL. And
Yeah.
it's been talking
Yeah,
for the last couple days.
surprisingly, and I guess that makes sense because right now we've got voluntary OTAs going on. So, well, I guess no news out of voluntary OTAs is good news because that means we haven't seen no injuries, you know. So, as before we get into mandatories, so this is the news right now. And hey, you know, Gable Stevenson, man. I mean, y'all, this dude, gold medalist, you know, freaking representing the United States at the Olympics, did his thing. And in my opinion, bro, this is an experiment for them. And who knows? Who knows where it can go? No, you don't know. You know, so I mean, a lot of teams have brought in guys who were collegiate wrestlers that on the highest level, championship collegiate wrestlers.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out, but you never know. All you need is the right coaching. And if the guy can just pick up some things, who knows? I mean, you could just be a depth move. Maybe they're trying to get him to be, they don't know. But the thing about this for Buffalo is, yes, right now you got eyes on them because of this. They know there's no news out. He's a gold medalist. You know, America knows him. The sports fans know him. So we're talking about it, you know. And now they're like, okay, we're going to get him cheap. And maybe, just maybe, this lottery ticket pays off. You know what I mean? So I dig it, man. Good for him. Good for him, bro.
Good for him. Definitely. Congratulations to him, Gable Stevenson. You know what I mean? Congratulations. And I wish you the best. And I hope
it's like
for the
it's
best.
either NFL or
make the team.
WWE. You
Right.
know what I mean?
So you know,
yeah.
we'll see. I'm interested to see him playing that defensive tackle position as well. You know, you're going up against the best centers in the world. You know what I mean? Some of the best centers in the world. You know what I mean? You're going to be going up against some of the best guards and tackles in the world. You know what I mean? Or in the sport of football. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does on this field. Now, y'all ready for this?
No, you know what we need here? We need that, you know, that little circus clown music. That's what we need to bring this one in, bro. We need that little circus clown,
this man.
you know, with the little small clowns riding around on the bikes.
Here you go. He gets the epic fail. Antonio Brown files for bankruptcy. Now, I seen this. I'm like, nah, I don't believe this. And I go and look and see several posts and several articles about this. But this is the funniest of it all. Right here. Read this, y'all. I'm not even going to read it out loud. I can't.
I'm wondering how much of this quote he actually said, though. I need facts.
Me too.
I need
that you say that, me too. Because if he really said this in an interview about him filing for bankruptcy, talking about I made all the right decisions and this, that, and the third,
because this really is like this. I mean, when you throw in the whole I quit my job as a pro mid game and I trashed the greatest player in history, like that. This sounds like something some kind of meme maker would put out there. Now, don't get it twisted, y'all. The bankruptcy news, which is what we're talking about, is legit. But are y'all surprised? Because I know that whole little quote, whether it's made up or not, describes why we are not surprised. This man went crazy. He went
on top
crazy.
of that. Before that, he was just spending bread.
Yeah.
As quickly as he was making money and getting all these bonuses for what he was doing on the field, his on the field performances, he was making so much money. So he was just spending it. And then you wonder why you're broke.
Yeah.
You wonder why you have to file Chapter 7. So I'm saying I feel for him, but then again, it's like, come on now, you knew what you were getting into going to this game. You knew that people were going to be trying to help you keep responsibility with your money, make responsible decisions, have some type of responsibility with your money, and you fail to do so. So at the end of the day, no one's going to feel sorry for you.
No.
Let's keep it real. But
especially because, like, people stopped feeling sorry for him after he freaking walked off the field with Tampa. Who was it against the Jets that day?
Very true.
And it's like, that's when you're like, okay, yeah, maybe he is crazy, but you know what? Nah, like I'm done. You know, there were people that were still at that point trying to like make excuses for him. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Angel, what's up, brother? Yeah, he's late, but he's been working, man. Hey, shout out to my boy Angel, man. He's been grinding, bro. My boy Angel has been grinding. Yeah, man.
AG has been putting in that work.
I'm glad you can jump in, Angel. Yeah, definitely. Thank
you, brother. Thank you for being here. So, y'all know what time it is. Time to get into my favorite parts of the show. You already know. Yes, sir. Got some fan mail from Hit, like always when he's in attendance. And Hit asks, what are your current thoughts on football as a sport? Do you believe the changes that have been made as far as, you know, the innovations, rule changes, things of that nature, has made the sport better? Or is it another here we go again type of situation? I love this question. Gabe, you're back.
Okay. Well, first of all, I think that most of the changes that are happening now are being made to make the game safer, which I can never go against that. But I will say this: sometimes it does become a little bit too much to where it's like, okay, are we getting closer to flag football? Because that's what it's when they just banned the hip drop tackle. They calling it the swivel hip drop tackle, but we know you can do a standard hip drop tackle and it's probably going to get flagged and it's not going to be right.
Right.
So, the problem is with things like this, like it's all what happens on the field in real time. And you can't even question the refs. Otherwise, the NFL just freaking throws you a fine. They're like, you're not going to go talk about our boys. So in that sense, I think it's getting a little too touchy. And that's not good for the game when it comes to the fact that fans still want football. And when we're talking football, I'm talking about smash mouth football. I'm talking about being allowed to let guys go in there and throw a clean hit. But even though it's high impact, they get flagged, man. And I don't want that flag if it's a clean hit. You know what I mean? Which is why I love the innovations that spring football has brought in with the ability to challenge anything, even a penalty. I love the ability that they're having to just give us transparency in terms of when they're reviewing and stuff, which the NFL still does not have. I don't know if the NFL will ever do that, to be honest, because they don't want more of a reason to say, look at how bad your officials are wrong about this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They don't like it when you talk bad about their officials. So
they ain't got money in the command center.
I think that for safety reasons, some of the things that they've done, I like it. But it's coming to a point now where it's like, okay, it's too much. These guys know when they start playing football the risks. Okay, if I get into a situation like this, I know the risks. You have to understand. That's why the money is what it is. You know what I mean? So I think that they got to just lay off it a little bit. And I think they got to look at what spring football is doing with some of its innovations, because I'm really liking what they're doing now.
Definitely.
The changes to the kickoff rule in the NFL. I love that the NFL is bringing in the new kickoff. Love that. Especially as a Cowboys fan, because I think guys like Turpin are just going to shine now in that kickoff game. Yeah. So I think there's pros and cons to all of it. I'm okay with the safety stuff, but now it's a great time to ask this question, Hit, because I feel like now, like in terms of the NFL, and I reference the NFL because they are the king of sports right now in the U.S., it's time to start laying off a little bit. You know what I mean? Your thoughts, brother?
Definitely. You hit it right on the head. I gotta totally agree. You know, there's some things that they have taken a little too far, in my opinion, when it comes to certain things being banned or certain rule changes and things like that. But I love the innovation that, you know, some of the innovations that they are adding to the NFL. I wish that they would add more, like you said, the transparency for sure. Definitely the transparency. That's something that should be open, but we all know why that won't happen. Because it's not the NFL. It's just not them. They don't have no guy in the command center that's going to be like, yeah, I want to be on the microphone in the stadium where everyone can hear me. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I do think that some of the changes and innovations that the UFL has made, I think that's going to eventually be implemented into the NFL somehow, some way. Real quick, let's get into this next question because we got about a minute and a half before we got to wrap things up. If you have read any scary stories or creepy pastas, what was your first one? Honestly, Goosebumps.
Pastas. Creepy pastas? I like pasta. Was that a typo? Is that a typo?
But no, I'd have to say Goosebumps for me. Goosebumps was my first scary book I read. One of the Goosebumps books, and I think it was the one with the dummy, because the dummy creeped me out. The ventriloquist dummy.
See, I'm old school, bro. I'm old school, so I go back to Stephen King, man. I haven't read a lot of the newer stuff. I read a lot.
I never read no It.
Yeah. See, and for me, like the old King stuff. Yeah, It. I know, man. You know, Christine was one that I read when I was younger. That was like, oh, okay, well, you got cars, it's just killing people now. But I don't know. I mean, I don't any scary stories. It's I don't read a lot of scary stuff. Most of the stuff I read is either mystery or fantasy. So high fantasy,
right.
But yeah,
most definitely.
So that's my thing.
Man, make sure you guys go. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. That's it for mail time. Thank you, Hit, for bringing in, sending in those questions. Trying to wrap it up. Thank you for sending in those questions, man. I always love when it comes to the fan mail. You're there every time. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys go and follow the Fuel Sports Network socials. Those are updated. We have Fuel Sports Network on YouTube. We have Fuel Sports Network on Facebook, and we have Fuel Sports Net on X, as well as Fan United Experience, I believe, still on IG. And if it's not Fan United Experience on IG, then it's Fuel Sports Network. Just let you guys know. Make sure you guys go and follow, share. Go and follow the Gridiron podcast, or excuse me, the Gridiron Show on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Also, check out Gridiron Nation as well as Hellraisers. Check out both of those shows. They were live there, or they come to you live on Fuel Sports Network Tuesdays and Thursdays. Check your local listings. No, I'm just playing.
Or you can just go or just open the app, yo, and it's there. Catch up.
Not
Catch
yet.
up.
You will be able to check your local listings on Fuel soon. Or at least that's my goal. That's my goal. But make sure you guys go and follow Gabe on his socials as well. Right there at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you guys go and send your fan mail questions to him there on the screen as well. If you'd like to send your fan mail questions in, you can send your fan mail questions into the Gridiron as well, right there. And next week, we'll be bringing you some talk about conference championships game, and of course, the last week of the regular season in the UFL. Any NFL news that comes out, we'll definitely bring it to you guys. We'll have some IFL week 12 recap, week 13 preview, and more. So don't you guys go nowhere when it comes to the Gridiron and every single show on Fuel. We got a new show premiering tomorrow called Toasted Tavern. Make sure you guys tune into Fuel Sports Network tomorrow, and I believe the show starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If
you mean you don't have the schedule to all the shows?
Look,
Like
I just got off work at 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, I ain't had no sleep. I'm running off of so much. We're out of here, y'all. I love y'all. We'll holla at y'all next week. Peace out.
Oh, one love, baby.
Yo, we love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. I'm about to get in trouble. I love y'all. Peace out.